A very warm morning to the respected judges, loyal timekeeper, lovely teachers, and my dear friends. Uh, I'm going to narrate a story before you. The title of my story is Pak Pandir Gets Stuck in a Tree. Mention the name Pak Pandir to anyone in the village and they will break out in laughter. The laughing stock of his village, Pak Pandir was known for his ridiculous ideas that will always become the talk of the town. However, as simple-minded as Papa De was, he was a lucky man. His wife, Ma Ande, loved him with all her heart. Once, Ma Ande, who was pregnant at the time, felt like eating a big, fat, juicy bird for dinner. So, she asked her husband if he could catch the bird for dinner. Without hesitation, Papa De assured his wife, Monday, don't worry. I will catch an entire flock just for you. Wait for me and I will bring home the juiciest bird for us to cook. Our heroes set off for the forest to fulfill his wife's wish. After walking around aimlessly in the forest for a long time, Papa grew tired. He looked around for a shady area to rest. In the distance, he spotted the perfect spot. He sat down and stretched out. But just as he was about to settle down, a hornbill flew over his head and rested on the branch of the tree he was sitting under. His heart thumped with excitement. It was a bird. Slowly, he rose from the ground and pulled out a small rope. He moved stealthily towards the bird and caught hold of the bird. The hornbill flapped its giant wings, but Papa clutched the bird tightly. Papa took one end of the rope and tied it to the legs of the hornbill. And the other loose end, he tied it to his ankle. There was no escape now for sure. It was stuck to Papande. Just then, an entire flock of hornbills flew towards Papande. They were so low and so close to the ground, and grab he did. He took a few birds out of his arms, another in the crook of his elbow, a few under his chin, and one between his legs. It was a sight to behold. Just then, some of the birds struggled and got their wings free. However, their legs remained trapped. With all their might, they were their gigantic wings all at the same time. The sheer power for the wings was so strong that it lifted Papande up off the ground, all the way to the top of a tree. He had no choice but to go all the hornbills, all except the one that was tied to his ankle. Suddenly, Papande had another moment of brilliance. Mr. Hornbill, I have a deal for you. If I untie you, could you let me hold on to your feet so that you can fly me down to the ground? Once I am safe, I will let you go. The hornbill stared at Papade and Papade stared at the bird, looking for a sign of agreement. The hornbill blinked and looked away. That must be a yes. He untied the rope from the hornbill's feet. Without a second to spare, the hornbill flapped its wings and flew off. How rude! How could it go back on the deal? He would never trust another hornbill again. But Papade was still stuck. How would he get down now? At that moment, his eye would draw to a line of ants drooping up and down the tree. But of course, Papade had another Papade moment. If the ants could do it, so could he. And so, he wrapped his arms and legs to the tree trunk and pointing towards the ground. And then, he let go. He had faith that his palms and legs would not let him down. Gravity kicked in, and he slid all the way down, head first. Thump! And that's how Papande fell to the ground. However, his bad luck did not end there. When he finally reached home, he met a very angry and hungry Mandi. Poor Pak Pandir. The moral values that we can get for the story is we have to think critically before doing something. Besides that, do not think here in a hurry. Think of the solution first before taking action. The end.